In this episode of Anna Gare's Cab Fare, I meet a Somalian driver, Omar.
My background, Somalia in Africa.
I try my hand at making his traditional sweet and savoury pancakes, turn up the heat in the kitchen with an intense chilli sauce, and later sit down with Omar and his family to enjoy a feast fit for a king and queen. I'm Anna Gare. As a cook, I spend a lot of time getting in and out of cabs. I love meeting cab drivers from all around the world, collecting their recipes and then cooking it up for the whole family to enjoy. I'd love you to try it. Join me for Anna Gare's Cab Fare.
How are you?
Good, thank you.
Thanks.
I'm off to the Vic market.
Yeah, okay, I will do it.
So what's your name?
My name is Omar Saeed. I'm from my background, Somalia in Africa.
I think quite a lot of Somalians came over when you had that awful civil war.
Australia, I came 2015 from New Zealand to Australia.
Okay, so did you go there as a refugee?
Yeah.
New Zealand would have been a good icebreaker.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Very good people.
And did you go on your own or did you have a family?
No, with my family. Straight away, we went to WA.
Oh, wow, that's where I come from.
Karata and Kanavan.
Oh, yeah, I've been there. Wow, that would have been a bit of a culture shock. The people up there are pretty tough.
Yeah, very tough, yeah, sometimes, yeah.
How did you find settling in to the community in, like, Carnarvon?
They're good. They're good. You have to...
Adapt.
You have to adapt. I have to manage any customer in my car.
You have to look after your family and your kids. Do you eat Somalian food at home?
Yeah.
Here in Australia? Yeah.
Yeah, we make our foods. Yeah, this Angela, Malawah.
Is the Anjera more of an Ethiopian-style pancake?
Like, very close. Very close.
And the Malawah is more Somalian? Because that's where I see it at the marketplace. Do you make them all the time at home?
Yeah. Every morning.
Oh, you're kidding?
Yeah. Every morning, Angela or Malawah.
Oh, yum.
It's important food. Breakfast, especially breakfast. Yep.
What would you eat with your Malawah?
Angela, sometimes you eat straight away.
Oh, can I get this recipe down?
Yeah.
I love collecting recipes off cab drivers.
Yeah.
So, Malawah, Somalian pancake.
Yep.
Let's go. How do you make it?
It's making flour,
Yeah.
then eggs, then a little bit sugar.
Mm-hmm.
There's a little bit milk,
Yeah.
water.
Yeah.
For instance, sometimes you may have Angela with meat, goats or camels.
Camel. Ooh. You eat camel in Somalia quite a bit, don't you? Yeah.
Best meat use Somali people, the camel meat and milk meat as well.
Now, I've been really looking forward to trying Omar's Somali pancakes. They're called Malawah, really simple, slightly sweetened pancake. 1.5 cups of plain flour, and we just sift that in. 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. 2 tablespoons of caster sugar for the sweetness. 3/4 teaspoon of cardamom, ground cardamom, that is. A pinch of salt, and then all we do is give that a little stir to combine. We're going to create a little well in the middle. Now we just pop in 1 egg, such a lovely simple recipe, and 1 3/4 cup of milk. And then all we do is simply whisk it all together until it's lovely and smooth. I've never actually made these before. I love a new recipe. Right, that's lovely and smooth. No lumps. It's time to cook them up. And we're all set to go. I've got the pan over a nice medium heat. I'm just going to add a little bit of veggie oil. It's important not to add too much. You want it just nicely smeared across the base. Right, one pancake at a time, of course. So that goes into the centre of the pan. Just wait for a few seconds and then we do our Somali magic. We're going to create this lovely swirl. So at this point, don't worry if you've got a little bit of Malawah anxiety because pancakes always do this. The first one is always a disaster, but it's always a good disaster because the cook gets to eat it. And that is the first one done, and that's mine. Here we go. Let's hope this one's perfect. So straight into the centre of the pan. And then we do the lovely swirl, which creates a lovely pattern. Oh, look at that. Now, Somalis eat this any time of the day, breakfast, lunch or dinner. And these Malawah pancakes are going to go so beautifully with my spiced vegetables and some lovely hot chilli sauce. And how many of you in your family?
My family, I got 7 children, 4 boys, 3 girls.
Wow, big family.
Yep.
You're a busy man.
Yep.
And what do all your kids do?
4 of them, they are in uni, and 2 high school, and 1 primary still.
They'll be able to look after you when in your old age.
They have to.
Yeah. And what about your wife? Tell me about your wife. Is she an amazing cook?
She's a very good wife.
And how did you meet her? Was it an arranged marriage or?
Yeah, because traditional and religious way, yeah.
So when you meet the other family,
Yeah.
Do you all sit around and eat food and
Yeah,
get to know each other?
yeah.
Is it relaxed or is it pretty tense?
Yeah. Big body. Big
Oh,
body.
yeah.
We put it.
And this is your job here in Australia, 1-3 cabs?
Yeah, yep, I'm driving now 5 months.
It must be a lovely way of meeting people being a cab driver because you get to meet all sorts and people from all around the world. I mean, I love talking to the taxi drivers because they're all different and they come from everywhere.
We are, as a taxi driver, we are public service, so we meet everyone. Still my lucky, I'm not meet anyone bad. I could meet all good people.
That's because you're a good person, I think. I think you have to be a good person. You have to be a patient person to be a taxi driver and you have to love people.
Yeah, it should be, you have to have, if you choose to work this job, you have to have patience, you have to have more respect.
Oh, what would you serve with the Malawah? You were saying they have it for breakfast with all sorts of different things.
Yeah. Sometimes you make soup.
So, to go with the Malawah, I'm going to make some Somali-inspired roasted vegetables. I think that'll work just perfect. Starting with a pumpkin. Just going to slice that up into cubes. You could use sweet potato or carrots or any types of vegetables. I've got a nice selection here. I'm using pumpkin, capsicums, eggplant, red peppers and zucchini. So cubism is my theme today. And this is all going to go into one big baking tray. Now I'm going to add some onion. Nice purple onion, lovely and sweet. And I think we'll just chop that into 3. So you could really use any vegetables you have in your pantry. There. I'm going for colour with this dish. When I think of a Somali dish, I think of bright, wonderful colours. Just going to use the flesh of a capsicum. Now for this beautiful, bright yellow capsicum. Always an easy thing to just whip up at the last minute. Look at that colour. And wait, there's more. A zucchini, just a little one. Roasted veggies are just one of the most easiest meals to whip up. You can always whip it up with whatever you have. So simple, you just bung it all into one big tray, roast it, serve it with, you know, some meat or fish or whatever you have on hand. And an eggplant is a really nice addition. So I'm just going to slice this eggplant into cubes as well. And sometimes you just don't know what to do when you've got a lonely potato. Perfect for a roast veg salad. And right, we're just gonna dice this little baby. So we've got all these beautiful flavours, colours and textures in here, but what really makes this different is the spices that we add. So I've got some nutmeg. Just gonna put in a few gratings of nutmeg. And it's nice to change up the good old roasted veg salad with spice. A little bit of chilli. Just gonna put a big sort of pinch. Now what we simply do now, salt and pepper. Lots of beautiful salt, pepper, and then a generous drizzle of olive oil. Just gonna get my hands into this and mix it all about. And that's it for this stage. Goes into the oven for about 1 hour. So I've just cooked these at 200 degrees and it's really reduced down. And it was a lovely way of roasting when you roast them all together because they still maintain a lot of juice and those flavours are going to be sensational. So now all I'm going to add to this is some kidney beans and some spinach. Toss them in. And then this goes back into the oven for about 5 minutes, just until the spinach is wilted and everything's reheated. And while that's finishing off, I'm just going to chop a little bit of coriander to put on top, which I think will just remove the stems. This plate will be perfect for the dish. I think we're ready to roll. Oh yeah, the smell is amazing. I'm just gonna plate this up on here. So fresh and beautiful and colourful and delicious. And then we're going to top with some coriander. Instead of placing it, we're just gonna drop it from a great height because it always looks better, I think. Yes, there you have it. My beautiful, lightly spiced Somali vegetables. Did you have many brothers and sisters?
Yes, I'm from one of 6. I'm one of them 6. My wife, she's from one of 11, something like that.
Wow.
Yeah, so we know how to manage big family.
And how to cook for big families.
Yeah, and how the sharing rooms and sitting and, yep.
How do you feed that many people? How do you feed 15 kids every night? What would she cook for them?
Yeah, they know how to manage. Because, you know, some religions is Muslim and they are like, what's called a Catholic and, Yeah, so we are
no
one of them.
Control.
We are one of them, so.
Do you think it's hard for families when they first come to this country to sort of integrate into our society?
Yeah, but it's, you know, my children already they are in New Zealand and they grow up in New Zealand and they don't have any problem with the understanding about languages or cultures or everything they are okay. So when they come, they don't have any problem. School, uni, or all the markets or shopping, or they don't have problem.
So how do you celebrate Christmas?
Actually, we are a Muslim community, and but so we don't have problem celebrating Christmas in a community. So Australian community people, Christian, we respect them, and we say Merry Christmas. Yeah. Yeah.
I can't wait to try this dish. I think it'll be fantastic.
sometimes they use.
Oh, I wish I had somewhere else to go. That was so lovely chatting to you.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Omar.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Yeah. See you later.
Thanks, bye.
And now this is my hot sauce, and it's going to go really well with those Somali pancakes and vegetables. Really simple. I start by basically just chopping 2 tomatoes. So this is one of those recipes where everything goes into the blender. You've got to love that. So in they go. Then I'm adding some chilli, and these guys really are hot. And if you don't like it too hot, you can remove the seeds, but I like it hot. The thing about a hot sauce is basically, if you're a chilli lover, it goes with absolutely everything. Now I'm using garlic, 2 cloves of garlic. They can just go in as is. And I'm using tamarind. Now this is a tamarind paste. It's got no seeds into it. And the tamarind tree is actually indigenous to Africa. So I think that's a really nice touch. And I just love the tang of tamarind. That's gonna give it really good depth. And then to sweeten things up, for a change, I'm using dates. I've got about 10 dates here. In they go. And then we just simply lubricate it with a little bit of olive oil, about 2 tablespoons, a pinch of salt. Got to have salt to bring out all those flavours. And then we blitz it up until it's nice and smooth. Whew, and I can even feel the heat already. This just goes onto the stove in a pot for about 20 minutes, and you're just got to make sure you stir it occasionally because it can stick. Whew, hot to trot. And there you have it, my hot sauce. Make it yours. Well, I'm loaded up with all my Somalian goodies, and I'm really looking forward to meeting Omar's family.
Hi, hello Anna, how are you today?
I'm great, thank you.
Welcome to my house.
Well, it smells beautiful in here. I've made you all this food.
Oh. This is Hannah, this is my wife.
Hello,
Anna.
lovely to meet you. I've heard so much about you.
Thank you.
Okay, Faisa, my daughter.
And something smells beautiful. What can I smell?
She's making tea.
Oh, gorgeous. Smells like
tea.
cinnamon, is it?
Yeah, cinnamon, yeah.
What else is in there?
And ginger.
Oh, yum. They're all like my favourite spices. That's beautiful. So do you traditionally drink this kind of tea with food?
Yeah.
Looks like you've been really busy. You've baked some biscuits too.
Yeah. Can you taste?
I'd love to. I don't mind having sweets before dinner. You know, I like to break all the rules.
Thank you. Can you
Oh,
sit
my
there?
gosh.
Yeah.
I'm meant to be cooking for you.
Okay.
Oh, what have you got in there?
Yeah, chicken.
Chilli and...
Yes, chili. And soy sauce.
Oh, yum. That smells delicious. Yum, beautiful. Well, I think it's probably time to eat. So
Yes,
I'll
can
get
you
my,
come?
my food. Yeah, love to.
Wow.
Thank you so much for putting on this beautiful spread as well. I was meant to feed you. Oh, thank you. So do you all serve yourself in your family? Yeah. Thank you. Okay.
Thank you.
I'm going to start with your chicken first. Oh, is it okay if I eat with my hands?
Yes, yeah.
Oh, great.
Yeah, we eat the hand.
Mmm.
Nice.
Mmm.
Oh, good.
Oh, that is gorgeous.
Thank you.
You've got a secret ingredient in there.
No.
Oh, that's extra special. If you're game, you can try my chilli sauce.
I'll try it.
The chilies in my garden are quite hot. Little dip in there and grab. I'm copying you, Omar. As you go, I go. They are amazing. I'm so glad you picked me up that day. And how do you like the vegetables with the Malawah?
Malawah and vegetables is nice. When you eat together, it's nice. Yes, my favorite. Yeah.
So from today, in your home, you have to make this one. Never give up.
I went home, I was so inspired after our taxi drive.
Yeah.
Went home and I made this. And that's because when you got the call and I said, I'm coming over, I had to start, we've got to do this. But look what you whipped up, all this chicken and this cinnamon tea. So is this traditional to drink with dinner?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Morning and breakfast and dinner, yes, we have. It's good for you.
A wonderful digestive.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Thanks.
So how does my Malawah compare to your mum's?
It's the same. It's the same. Yeah.
It really does?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. That's a compliment. Thank you.
That's okay.
That's actually a great idea. I'm going to put my chicken into mine as well. I couldn't resist. Just so wonderful.
See you later. Thank you.
Lovely to meet you.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Cheers.